right? So I think, are we live? I think we're live. Should be live. Are we live? Yeah, I think we live. I could tell by the response from the chat. Let's see if the excitement comes through. Let me fix a little bit. Yeah, you go. Yeah. Yep. Are we crispy? All right, let's see. Hey, chat, we live. Everything's going through. Are the levels good? What's going on? Let's see. It's an impromptu live on a Saturday. Uh-oh, I don't see the chat responding. I'm kind of nervous. I'm getting nervous. Uh-oh. Hey, yo, chat, we good? Y'all can hear me? We good? Jimmy Harrison up in here? It's 3 a.m. Dubai. Oh, man. Damn, Dark Side. Not your mother. Okay. We looking good. All right. We looking crispy. We crispy. The levels is good. Can I say it? Grand opening, grand closing. Hey, yo. You know what I'm saying? You see the poll. Hit up the vote. Davian Hermano. What's up, Mike Santos? What's going on, chat? Hey, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to go live today. Pretty chill day today. Nothing to do. You know, wife just wants to chill. She's doing her Netflix binge thing and stuff like that. It's also kind of rainy weather here in California, rarely. And I'm thinking, you know what? Let me hit up the live. Because the next thing I got to do is homework. And I'm procrastinating. So I'm like, you know what? Let me chill with the crew. Because we got things to talk about, right? We got some topics to talk about. You know? And who better than me to do it? Nobody else want to do it. So I'm going to be that dude. You know? Got these concubines wilding out here. Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. Hey, these are impromptu type content. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the movies tonight to watch The Creator. All right. Oh, that movie looks good. It does. I think the movie my wife would plan to see is The Exorcist. You know, Star Tile. Somebody laughed when I made that tweet and stuff. Oh, snap. Yo, but you see the topics. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it, right? We're going to get into these, you know. We already, just like normal, the Spider-Man 2 hate train has already began. You know, it already began. Yo, they're really upset over the word concubine. Yo, my timeline, the replies is crazy. I think it's getting to them. Just one word. I'm just one guy talking shit with a word, you know? And I didn't think, you know, it's a shit talking word, but like, it's getting crazy. Like, everybody's replying. Like, of course, if the shoe fits, those are the ones replying. And a lot of them are replying. Why do you keep saying that word? It's a stupid word. It's a stupid word. You don't even know what it means. Oh my God, get a thesaurus. Well, I'm surprised they actually spelled the word thesaurus correctly. But it's funny. You gotta see my timeline of them replying. Watch any post where I have the word concubine. Cries. Oh, here we go again. He's saying the word. It doesn't even make sense. Why are you crying? Like, are you crying because it pertains to you? Does the shoe fit? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if it doesn't apply to you, don't worry about it. Oh, get it. The story doesn't even know what it means. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But pony makes sense. The only reason PlayStation fanboys are called pony is because it rhymes with Sony. Like literally. It has no real meaning behind it. At least my word has some logic behind it. You know? Because concubines, right, are traditionally women who serve men who are already married. They're subservient to men. They're being used by their men. They have no self-respect, and they're not the wife of the house, which perfectly describes you Xbox fanboys. Because you cater to these CEOs who don't give a shit about you, even at the cost of making yourselves look stupid. Just like a concubine. You're being used. You're being abused. You serve your corporate masters. Right? You take any stand state that give. You defend any point for them. Like a good concubine. You know, person. It's just, you're literally... I don't look at you guys as Xbots, because at least Xbots, I know Xbots. You know, during the Xbox OG era, the 360 era, even on the Xbox One era in the beginning, they were all about the games. Good or bad, they were about the games and all that stuff. You guys, you're not even doing that. You guys are more concerned about the CEOs. Even something as simple as, damn, I wish, you know, even with something simple, I think it was Kid Smooth just mentioned, he wished Xbox, the brand, was under Apple because he think Apple can do a better job providing bigger AAA games and all that stuff. And you concubines got mad. You got mad because Xbox was leaving Microsoft. So it wasn't even about Xbox. You guys were just pissed off of leaving Microsoft out in the cold. That's concubine shit right there. Right? Because Kid Smooth's part was strictly... maybe Apple could have done a better job. And you guys won't even consider that because you concubine for your corporate masters. You'd rather have Xbox fail under Microsoft than Xbox succeed under Apple. Because you want to make sure Spencer's feelings doesn't get hurt. Yo, when that leak came out and Phil tweeted saying it's unfortunate that private emails came out, blah, 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 blah. Yo, the replies checking on Phil was astronomical. Y'all were checking on his feelings. Yo, this dude probably has like 4 houses in a villa off the coast of Spain. While some of the people who's checking up on him, y'all trying to worry about how to pay next month's rent. And I'm not trying to make fun of your financial decision making. I'm just trying to say how this dude pulled it off. This dude's a millionaire and he probably got people earning less than $30,000 a year to look out for him. How are you doing, Phil? Oh my God, Phil, I am so sorry. God, I wish, is there anything I can do? Like, wow, bro. That shit, like that thread and quotes of apologies, checking up on Phil, how's he doing? Wowzers. Wowzers. This shit is crazy. That's some concubine shit. That's some shit. That's concubine shit. And I think people are starting to see it. Like, so Xbox, you guys are not Xbox no more. Xbox were fanboys for the games. They at least fanboyed over games. They fanboyed over multiplayer. These guys said they had, Xbox were the dudes that said they had the best multiplayer. They were competitive. Halo, Gears, and that PlayStation Network is trash because it doesn't do all the competitive multiplayer. That was Xbox. You guys are CEO dudes. You take pride on Phil still having a job and Jim Ryan retiring, or no, in your words, he's getting fired. That's what makes you guys happy. Yo, it's crazy. Yo, it's crazy, these concubines. So yeah, you concubines now. You guys are not Xbots. You are concubines. You please and serve at the cost of your self-respect. Period. That's it. That's it. Xbot, gone. Those guys, the Xbot community is no more. They're not around. Those guys left. In fact, I would imagine, because I don't really see a lot of the Xbots from last gen on the timeline anymore. I think they realized, they moved on. It's kind of like, the Democratic Party right now. You had, the left, But now you got this extreme left that just took over. So the moderate left are just like signed. They're like, yo, we're just going to keep shut because everything's going crazy, right? Or the moderate right, now this extreme right took over. So the people in the middle are like, we're just going to mind our whole ass business. I think those Xbox dudes left. And you don't see them no more because the Concubines took over. This is a whole new level. You understand what I'm saying? They're all about the execs and all this weird shit. You know? You can tell, right? You can tell they just repeat their words blindly. Don't even question it. You know? I mean, think about it. Who else would who would have concubine energy to hype the world's most powerful console, 12 T-flops, full RDNA, all this tech talk for a year, and you just talk shit for a year, and then when it comes time to actually prove it, and the company goes, yeah, you're gonna play this game at 30 frames and that's it, you do nothing. You don't even bat an eye. You don't even challenge them, say, hey, whoa, we were out here championing 12 T-flops and the best performance and the best horror and all this stuff. What do you mean we're stuck at 30 FPS? No options for 60 FPS. What do you mean? Nope. Not even. Nope, not a peep. I'm just saying. You know? It's crazy. Concubine energy, they're not Xbox no more. It's done. I don't see them that way. Not saying you guys got to use the word, because that's just me. That's just a me thing, but Xbox are gone. The actual true Xbox, they're gone. They probably already moved on to PC and said, yeah, we're done with this brand, and you don't see them no more. They're done talking about it. All you got now is concubine energy. That's all that's left. Phil needs a fellatio, they're doing it. Phil needs a happy ending, they're doing it. That's all that matters. You know? Phil Spencer's like John F. Kennedy. Don't ask what Xbox can do for you, but what you can do for Xbox. And they all jumped in. They all jumped in, bro. He pulled a John F. Kennedy on the community. He pulled it. He did it, bro. That dude. Yo, if people would tell me who's the better CEO between him or Jim Ryan, I'm telling you, Phil Spencer. Yes, I said it. Phil Spencer. Yo, he beat out. I can't name a better CEO in any industry better than Phil. Not even Steve Jobs did what he accomplished. I mean, granted, you have a huge Apple fan base that are loyal, but Apple fan base had to actually create a good product and actually lead the industry, right? Because you remember, Apple, nobody was making, smartphones like that. Once Apple started doing it, and everybody jumped on train. Then Apple goes, hey, we taking out the 3.5 millimeter jack. They got bashed for it, but then everybody jumped on the train. So Apple at least had to earn their way. Microsoft, they don't have to earn shit. They didn't do a goddamn thing. Yo, it's incredible. Phil Spencer, yo, that dude's the man. That dude is the man. Yo. Homeboy's selling wine, but all the bottles are empty, but people are buying it up. Yo, it's crazy. This concubine energy is crazy. I don't know. We'll see how it is. We'll see how it goes. But shout out to the chat. We got over 186. Yo, do me a solid, right? Unlike these other... Let me show you something. Because this kind of... I'm going to be honest, this irked me. A lot of things on the internet don't irk me. It really don't. Especially what other content creators do, right? But I'm going to show you something that really... I was like, man, this is trash, bro. Hold on. Let me show you something. Look at it. Look at this shit. Look at this. Where's it at? Okay. I'm gonna show you right now. Shout out to Gamer MD. Let's put this up here.
Shit pisses me off. You see everybody's dropping 10,
I'm gonna mute my
5,
mic.
20, 50,
I'm gonna start the video over.
And you just drop one gifted, bro.
Now, to preface this, I don't know who this content creator is. I think he's on Twitch, whatever. I don't know what he does. I don't know what product he sells, whatever. But look how he talks to the people who take the time out of their schedule to watch his content. All right? Listen to this. Listen to this.
People have dropped subs today. Bro, are you fucking serious, bro? Nah, because that shit pisses me off. You see everybody's dropping 10, 5, 20, 50, and you just drop one gifted, bro. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with one gift? I can't even get a Subway sandwich, bro. I can damn near barely get a coffee for one gifted, man. Bro, if you see the sub train flowing, 5, 10, like 20, either match it, 5 or more, or don't fucking gift at all, bro. People have dropped subs today.
I mean, really? That's what we're doing here? You shaming people? Yo, you shaming a dude because he gave one sub? Yo, that one sub is one more than you already have. Like, yo, this shit is crazy. The entitlement, trying to embarrass people. Like, yo, that shit's wild to me, bro. Like, the nerve. I can't even get a Subway sandwich. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a damn if you can't get a Subway sandwich? Right? Just the mere fact that that viewer is taking his or her time to watch you, that alone is a reward enough. Because all those viewers could be watching someone else or do something else. But they're putting their time in their life to watch you when they could be doing anything else. That's why I always tell you guys, I am truly appreciate where everything you do, when you guys come into my live, because I think it's incredible. And I understand that you guys got things to do, right? And if my streams at least makes your day go by a little faster, maybe at work, it's boring. Oh, Puerto Rock up here talking shit? Hey, right? But people's time is valuable. Time is a valuable commodity because it is finite. We don't have a lot of time. I know that sounds morbid and dark, but we don't have a lot of time. We can make more money. We cannot make more time. So when you have viewers putting the limited resource of time into watching your content and you pull this nonsense, that's bullshit. That is absolute bullshit to treat people that way, you know? And I'm like, every subscriber on his channel should have saw that and unsubscribe and just destroy his channel, because he doesn't deserve to be a content creator in any way, you know? And I don't criticize content creators for anything in terms of how good their production are or how little whatever, because, you know, some people ain't that creative. Some people don't have the technical, like me. I'm a piece of shit, you know? I do what I do on the fly. Hell, sometimes I be messing up the goddamn sound because Windows always wants to update, do something stupid. Sometimes I think Phil Spencer purposely says, hey, I know that laptop, F him over. You know, sometimes I feel like they're personally coming after me every time they do an update. You know? Whatever. But this is just treating your audience right. I don't even do that to the Xbox fanboys that talk shit on my chat. I have Xbox dudes that show up on 60 frames no lag. Some are good. Some coming. Yeah, there's even some right now that may be talking shit right now. I wouldn't even talk like that to them. Even to the concubines. You know? Hell, I'll call you a concubine. But I'm not going to call anybody a cheapo and stuff like that. The only thing I ever asked from anybody is to like and subscribe and to hang out and enjoy the content and to make comments. No matter what the comment is. As long as it's not disrespectful, you don't insult, derogatory, you don't do things like that. Talk shit about PlayStation all you want. But don't talk about families, don't dox, don't post spoilers, you know, things like that. But talk shit. Talk shit about Jim Ryan. Do all that shit. Hell, that gets the blood going. You need a little strife. You understand what I'm saying? Can't make life easy, get soft. You understand? So get it going, get the juices going, you know? But I'm not gonna shame people for lack of money, for lack of funding. No, that's not right. And the crazy part is, this is not the only content creator I've seen do that, which blows my mind why they would even think that's okay. That's not okay. That's not okay to treat people, you know, they could be doing anything else. They could be hanging out with their friends. They could be gaming. They could be reading a book. They could be working out. Maybe they are working out and you're helping them. Whatever. There's so many things. But to not appreciate someone making the decision to say, you know what? You are going live. I'm going to check you out. I'm going to take my time to watch what you're doing. And if that's not enough, then I don't know, bro. This shit's crazy. This shit's crazy, right? That bothered me, man. I just didn't like. It's like you all, regardless, every single one of you who puts in the time to watch content creators, y'all deserve more respect. The money should not be the fine line to decide your value. To me, the value you guys bring is literally your time. You can't get better than that. Because what's it for? What's it all for then? Right? It's crazy, right? It's absolutely insane. You know? But, let me say this. Since we're talking about strife and getting the blood flowing, somebody fucked up. Somebody messed up. Can you guess who? You guys ain't gonna guess. Somebody doesn't know who I am. Somebody doesn't know who I is. Somebody don't know who I bees. Somebody got a little bit too comfortable. And they ended up in my hood. No, not Post. Post know who I am. He know who I be. He know who I be. Somebody made a mistake. They got too comfortable doing what they normally do, and they thought they could do it to me. We're gonna see how this play out. No, Xbox 448, not close, but even better. Let me show you. This is like The Price is Right. Astro Cyborg, come on down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, homeboy, y'all probably know this dude, right? Because I see him on the timeline a lot, and he's always posting like 50 clips of MBG and like 100 clips of Reforge Gaming, like 50 of them. Like I pretty much don't even have to look at their podcast because he's pretty much showing all of it, and I'm like, all right, whatever. But I'm like, all right, whatever, right? But then I also seen, you know, like the little drama within that whole circle, right? Between this guy posting all the clips, all the people responding, the sole content creators, all this stuff. And then I saw feedback from MBG, you know, that whole little, he thinks them content creators are trash, whatever. Then the feedback. And then I see Reforge Gaming talks about it and mental health and this whole whirlwind of stuff like that, right? And this guy is in the middle of it. You probably seen this guy. Yo, this guy's clipping. He must have some algorithm software to do this shit for him because he clips everything. Like literally, show after show after show. Like, yo, his timeline be clipping. This guy plays for the LA Clippers. This guy's just straight clipping. Right? But now, he clipped this. Now, why am I choking this? Because you think, oh, that looks like the Crossfire podcast. But the problem is, this clips is about me. First, listen to what I said. Let's talk about what I said. So, I'm going to let you guys listen to the stuff he clipped. All right? Y'all ready for this? Let's listen to this.
Culture changed real quick. Culture changed real quick from gen to gen. Culture changed real quick from gen to gen because I think if, let's say, we were to repeat 2016 this gen, it would get slaughtered because now we have a lot more content creators that will try to find something wrong, and then everybody will harp on that. You know, in 2016, we were just happy that somebody was bringing back Spider-Man. We were like, holy shit. And then we were just happy that God of War got a facelift, right? But this gen is not like that. You know, a lot more gamers will nitpick anything. Even if you tell a game, hey, this is pre-alpha footage, but we want to show you something nice.
Yeah, even like
people
a
would be
goddamn
like,
start
"Oh, this
screen.
is trash." I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Hell, look at the Grand Theft Auto 6 leak. It was a goddamn leak. Wasn't a showing. It wasn't unveiling.
No.
It wasn't Rockstar saying, "Hey, look, I'll get." It was a leak, and people already thrash it. Like, "Oh, this can't be Grand Theft Auto. This looks like shit." Like, bro, it's a fucking leak. It's a leak. They're working on it.
It was
and people
pre-alpha.
bashed it.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. It was. I don't think it was even pre-alpha. I think they were just still trying to get the code right. But you saw gamers' reaction. They treated it like this game ain't ready. Yeah, no shit, it's not ready. That's why it was literally called a leak. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I think this gen and going forward, first presentation is super important because it could really kill the hype of a game. And I think Sony realized that. And Sony, they talk about quality. They talk, they really try as best they can bring out the best games, the best looking games. They really, they really go all out, right?
Absolutely.
And I think they realized like we only get one shot to do initial impression. I mean, hell, even Spider-Man, if you remember the showcase, people went out, "Oh, this thing needs to go back in the oven." And then suddenly I got to be like, "Hey, this is a little bit older build, but trust us, this game's gonna look great." And you saw the negative reaction. I think I think companies are very well aware that more often than not, you're gonna see a more negative reaction than positive. So if you're gonna show the game and say, "Hey, take a look at that game," you got to show it right.
Yeah, P-Rock,
Somebody's gonna try to. They're gonna go after it, right? And here's the thing, and I get the whole 3 year stuff. Believe me, I would love to see. Last gen was real exciting. And I think for PlayStation guys, there was a lot of people. Oh, culture change.
All right, so that first clip, y'all hear the summary, right? Because the question was about, Sony. You don't hear much about it. And I just brought out one perspective. You know me, I bring out multiple perspectives and stuff like that. And I told them one perspective is this gen is a very crazy gen. Like almost every game gets bashed quickly. So you gotta show the game right. And I think we all see that. If a game doesn't show right, it's gonna get hammered. Pretty clear point, right? Now let's see the next one.
At least I know. What's going on? I can guess what, and then, and there's a lot of games, right? There's a lot of games we all get to play between multi-platform exclusives. You could pretty much balance out what you're going to play throughout the year and be like, all right, this is coming out, Final Fantasy coming out, then this comes out, and then, everybody will pretty much gauge how this gen is going to play out, right? But I think because of the toxicity, and there's some big, I never realized it, but there's some big content creators that thrive off of negativity. And I'm not talking about 8,000, 9,000 YouTubers. I'm talking, I seen guys with like 100K YouTubers, 50,000, 7,000 views, and the negativity is off the hook, and they thrive on it, right? And these views are sometimes bigger than gamers who get like review copies and talk positive. They get like 2,000 views. I'm like, yo, this dude got a review copy and only 2,000 people saw it. Then you got the guy who's just talking shit, hasn't even played the game. He got 50,000 views.
Well, that's it,
And
right?
I'm like,
People
I'm
say
like,
that,
what the fuck is going on? In my mind, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is... Yo, I honestly feel like the dudes who actually review the games and play the games and show it, they're losing to a battle of dudes that thrash games. It's like the world wants negativity. Like, it just blows my mind. I'm like, yo, this dude got 80,000 views of talking shit? Like, it blows my mind, right?
Well, P-Rock, honestly, but that's an ongoing struggle. A lot of people always say that. You see people on Twitter all the time. Hey, where can I tune into a PlayStation podcast where it's only positivity in games? Or where can I turn into an Xbox show where it's only positivity in games? The thing is, though, let's be honest. Like, do you want to tune in and hear me be like, oh, this game is great. This game was wonderful. I love this game. This game was one of my favorites. Right? You're already tuned out.
And listen, I'm not the most positive guy, but you know what I'm saying? I don't go out my way to bash a game I haven't played or anything like that. Mostly I just talk about decisions and directions, stuff like that, right? But an actual game and stuff like that, I don't go out my way, whatever. Right? But you got dudes who actually have the game, they got a preview copy, they show it, they do this, and I'm like, oh man, good looking out. Let me check out his review. And only like 2,000 people, 3,000 people saw it. And I'm like, yo, how the hell?
All right. And let's see the final thing, right? Because I want to be fair. I want to show you everything he posted.
And yet you got somebody who probably didn't even get a preview copy. They bought it, and within a day, oh my God, worst game ever. Oh my God, uses a pronoun. 50,000 views. I'm like, oh, wow. That's really what it takes. I'm like, so when you have these huge offbeat metrics, right? These huge metrics that are just ridiculous. I think these companies realize, listen, if we don't show our shit right, we're gonna get hammered. And once you go down that dark path, it is hard to course correct.
Oh,
It is hard. Even if you update it, it doesn't matter. The damage is done. It's just some people will see that game as broken forever. And there's like Phantom Liberty, like Cyberpunk is lucky. I don't know.
Well,
You know,
I wouldn't say
but
that.
I think
they're
it's
lucky,
because
P-Rock.
you know CD Projekt Red has a special place in everybody's heart.
Well,
because they generally do good. It's possible, and yet.
All right. So y'all see everything, right? Y'all see the whole. Y'all saw everything, right? You saw my comments, right? So of course, Astro Cyborg does what he does, but this time he fucked up. Because he clipped me. Let's actual conversation, right? You know it's bad. Well, shout out to Gas. Even he says it. Other than Porter Rock's rampant hate for Starfield, despite being a self-professed Bethesda fan, P-Rock, I don't think he's saying anything wrong here, because I didn't say anything wrong there. In fact, that's just literally the situation across the industry. Sure, the conversation particular is in PlayStation, but that goes across the board. Any game, any developer. That's why I even mentioned Grand Theft Auto 6. That's going to be one of the biggest games of the gen. And you saw when the leak came out how that game treated, right? But here's the thing where Astro Cyborg messed up. You see, he's riding on this high train. Let me explain. Because he does this a lot to MPG, and he does this a lot to Reforge Gaming. Now, if you've been paying attention, they responded maybe not directly to him, but to that whole, they clip him, and then you get this mass, huge movement of people piling on him based on the clips he does and all that stuff. You can see that MBG didn't like it. You can see that Reforge game didn't like it. And they make videos saying, oh, you know, the community's a piece of shit, whatever. You can tell they didn't like it. And they can't handle it. You saw MBG. Like, am I bugging out? You guys hit 1 if you know what I'm talking about. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go into more further detail. Hit 2 if you have no idea what the hell's going on. 1, you're like, yeah, I've been seeing on Twitter. 2, like, now Porter Rock, give me a quick summary before I move on. I need to get a pulse of the room to see the audience. I want to make sure the audience, somebody said 222, so somebody saw Wadawana has no idea. All right, for the 2s, what's going on is, so this Twitter handle, he does a lot of clipping of primarily PlayStation podcasts, and he does this. Copening, Fanboys, they're not what they're doing, right? And he be tagging, oh no, it's Pendejo. I mean, Alex, my bad. Oh no, it's Alex. Be tagging Fratanga, RDX, all the Xbox dudes. What's funny is this dude primarily plays on PlayStation. Concubine, bro. You know, like I said, man, lack of self-respect and shit like that. But anyway, he clips all these things in certain contexts, talks shit, and then everybody piles on. Other content creators that do salt content against PlayStation, they use it. And it got so much, because he does it a lot, it got a little bit overwhelming for like MBG and Reforge, because those were the 2 primary ones he's been going at. He was going after them a lot. A lot.
If let's say we were to repeat 2016 this gen, it would get slaughtered.
Okay, so it was doing it a lot, right? So it was just crazy, right? In response, MBG either went live within a video and Reforge went live into the video to talk about this massive wave of just shit talking piling onto them. Simply because of the views and stuff they do on their content. He clips it, it gets immense. And I guess it was a lot for MBG. MBG had a little stress podcast, whatever. And you could tell it got to him. It got to the point where even for Tanga, well, particular Reforge started talking about mental health, all this stuff. It looked like it really got to them. It got to them so bad that even for Tanga, every person name, right? He even said, you know what? I'm going to lay off. Because this thing might really be impacting Reforge Gaming health. Fratanga want no part of it. Somebody showed me a clip of Oh no, it's Pendejo. I mean, Alex. Oh no, it's Alex. And Alex just came out and says, I am not responsible for your mental health. That's not my problem. If you can't take it, get off the internet, stop saying stupid shit. That was the route he went. But you can tell this whole shit got to this. And Astro Cyborg's right there loving that thing, right? So now, when he did this, today's the 30th? Yeah, today's the 30th? Shit. Today's the 30th. He decides, yo, let me clip P-Rock. There's only one problem. You see, with MBG, he doesn't like that, right? That stresses him out. Or he could be faking and asking for sympathy. I don't know. But let's say he's not doing that. Let's say if it really stresses him out, let's say that's real. And then let's say Reforge Gaming, Lono, I think that's his name, that bothers him. And now he's like, yeah, let's say he's actually liking this. So now he sees me. Ooh, let me go after Puerto Rock. There's only one problem. MBG, that's not his thing, you know, so you can tell it bothers him. Reforge Gaming, you can tell that he really doesn't like that. In fact, he blocked a lot of Xbox. He even blocked Gaz. He really not into this. But with me, I love it. I love it. Bro, I'm the goddamn commander-in-chief of this shit. You have no idea what did you do. You didn't know what you did now. You have no idea. You think I'm gonna run away and be like, man, my mental health? No, I like the fight. That's what I do. Like, bro, you invigorated me. Now let me show you something. You think I'm bullshitting?
Because
I'll show you
a
something.
lot more content.
View quote. I replied, and I want you to come fight. Come into the ring. Come to the Thunderdome. Come. I'm here waiting. So I reply, you're an idiot. Only in this community can you speak facts and reply with opening. How about this? Come through to my podcast on Tuesday. Or pick a safe space of your own choosing. Bro, I'm letting you grab. Take the mic home with you. Here. I'll go anywhere you want to go. RDX, Iron Lords. Hell, we could go We Bleed Green podcast. Anywhere. Take the mic home with you. I want it. I want the drama. Listen. I am married to a half Puerto Rican, half Dominican woman. I don't want peace. I want problems. That's what I want. I don't want a happy life. I don't want the white picket fence in the quiet neighborhood. I want the gunshots and the train tracks roaring. I want to hear people screaming and the sirens blasting. I want it. Give me pain and agony, you know? I'm like Biggie Smalls. I don't want to go to heaven. Send me to hell where I can have the Tim boots and the black hoodies. I don't want peace. I want the drama. Bring it. I like it. So I invite you Tuesday. And if it's not comfortable, you go to Crossfire. Hell, hit up Gregory. Hit up Shane. Talk That Shit podcast. I will go to Xbox 448. We'll do it on the next level podcast, whatever that shit is called. I don't care. Take the mic home with you. Hell, you don't even have to tell me the topics until the day of. You could tell me the topics live on the air. I could come in blind. Like I said, how about this? Come through to my podcast on Tuesday or pick a safe space of your choosing. Show everyone in the community how it's done live on the air. Or are you going to hide behind Twitter forever? I'm not Reforge or MBG. I like the drama. So now the ball is in your court. Step up or high. Listen, you Astro, you screwed up, bro. You screwed up. I'm telling you. I'm not MBG or Reforge or these dudes. No, I like it. I likes ya. And I wants ya. What the hell? Not connected, man. If you don't get your ass out of here, cancel. So what do you think he's going to do? What do you think, Astro? You think Astro's going to step up? Or you think he's just going to do this and clip? Astro, you on my target. Every time you clip me, I'm going to challenge you in front of your own audience. So you're going to have to do one or two things. Respond to the challenge live. And listen, here, I'll even give you the pen. What's a notepad? You need a notepad? Shit, you could borrow here. You could borrow this laptop. Take this laptop. What you need? What you need to prepare? What you need? You need it? I got it. You know what I'm saying? I can even give you, I already ate this one, but I can give you another one. I could give you a Nature Valley Crunchy. It's packed with 190 calories, 29 grams of carbs, 3 grams of protein. You need that kick of energy? What you want? What you need, bro? Let me know. Let's get this popping. I'm ready. Bro, I likes it. I likes the dramas. I needs the dramas. You know, I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of on a withdrawal because most of these Xbox dudes, they went into an echo chamber. They ran hiding. Like last gen, Xbox dudes have cojones. These dudes, notice, well, for the last 3 years, I barely had any Xbox content creators come on. Hell, Kid Smooth unfollowed me. I thought we were boys. I was his favorite fan for the PS side. And he unfollowed me. I'm like, man, these dudes gone soft. Like, what the hell happened, bro? But it's because we got concubines. Xbox will go out there and get in the mosh pit. Now, these dudes, bro, these dudes are built different. These concubines are built different. They literally just hide and talk shit amongst each other. They be circle jerking. Gas came on the show. Shout out to Gas. Shout out to, to the crew, to Asa. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, Astro, you thought I'm gonna be like, man, these guys won't leave me alone. They clip and take me out of content. No, good. Yes, come to the party. The Thunderdome's open, baby. Let's go. Let's do it live from Las Vegas, Mandalay Bay. Let's get this fight going. I don't know, bro. What do you think? Hey, I'm just saying this. Astro, I'm not some of these content creators that get upset at people talking shit. I like it. Like I said, my wife's half Puerto Rican, half Dominican. I did not cater my life to peace and tranquility. All I want is problems. Every day, I live for it. I live for the strife. All right? Don't send me to heaven with the goody goodies. Send me to hell with the tin boots and black hoodies. Grand opening, grand closing. Remember, Astro, Tuesday, you got a spot. Talk your shit. Show the world what you got. What you gonna do when PlayStation Nation runs wild on you, brother? Yo, these dudes. Yo, hit the like button, bro. Oh man, let's go with the next topic. What's the next topic? Oh man, the Spider-Man hate train. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at this shit. First live witness to the group therapy sessions. Look at this dude. Darius Fears. Fanboy scamming Spider-Man 2 ass. Jim Ryan abandoned ship at Spider-Man 2 ass. Really? You really want to start the train of Spider-Man 2 being ass? That's what we're doing. You want to have a whole space. And look at the triple threat. You got him. You got J-Rock and Wacko Truth. Look at these. Yo, this is like the perfect trio of concubineness I have ever seen. And they already crying. Oh my god, these dudes are crying already. Right? Because people are trying to leak impressions, and it seems like Spider-Man's gonna hit. Now, for me personally, you guys let me know. What's your Metacritic prediction? Mine was 87. But I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm lowballing. I could be wrong, bro. Because there's some impressions. And the impressions already got these dudes Cope and Seed. How? You want to know how bad? Look at this. Look at this nonsense right here. Look how bad it's getting. You got this dude, J-Rock, using a glitch from the PS4 game and try to pass it off as Spider-Man 2. The crazy part is he got community checked. Yo, these Xbox dudes are constantly getting checked. These dudes are getting checked more than the goddamn Red Pill podcast or these political commentators. My bad. Ooh, hit the table. Yo, this shit is wild. My man tried to pass off a 2018 PS4 game and say that's Spider-Man 2. And I guarantee none of the concubines checked them. Like, none of them say, oh, you gone too far. Hey, bro, it's too obvious. None of them. And then, here's the funny part. None of the dudes that comes on my timeline, oh, all fanboys are the same. PlayStation fans are the same. Guarantee none of them mother effers going on his timeline checking them. No, they only come to my timeline because they don't like the word concubine. Ain't that some ish? Look at this. This dude did a whole lie, a whole cap. Lying, using a PS4 game, lying to the whole community. Guarantee all the guys that come to my timeline, Puerto, you're such a fanboy. I hate console wars. Well, do you hate console wars now? Are you there? Or are you only telling me you hate console wars? I'm just saying. This shit is crazy. Look at this. But I love the fact these dudes are getting exposed. Community checked. Oh, the community check. Oh, I love it. It takes away 90% of my work. Now I could just sit back and laugh. Be like, ha! You got checked, you bum. Concubine's gonna concubine. These dudes having whole podcasts, right? But of course, you got these concubine apologists all up in the comment section. Like, bro, man. Like, really? You guys really out here? You guys really out here? Look at this guy, Junos. That dude, he was on the podcast too. At least he had balls to come to the podcast. He showed his stupidity live on the air, which I was amazed. I didn't think he was gonna do it. Like the way he acts on Twitter, I thought, okay, once he comes on behind the mic, that's when the real truth comes out. No, that's him. That's who he is, bro. That's who he is. Junos, shout out to Junos, but bro. Like, yo, let me see. Let me go to his thing. Let me show you a conversation he had. Let me show you a conversation we had with Final Fantasy VII. So, listen. I'm not lying. This dude tried to argue that that Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth were just cash grabs because it's the same shit as the original Final Fantasy on PlayStation 1. That if you played that, you know everything about the remake and Rebirth. I'm not lying to you. Swear to God. Yes. Like, everybody who knows and plays Final Fantasy Remake, it's not the same story. They completely... In fact, the Final Fantasy VII story is in the remake as a flashback. Like, they completely changed everything. He doesn't know that. But I'm going to tell you something. It's because, would you believe, he never owned a PlayStation console. Never. And he never played these games. I'm not bullshitting you. I am not bullshitting you. Not bullshitting you at all. I wish I could bullshit you. He never even played the original Final Fantasy. He didn't play the original Final Fantasy VII. Didn't play the remake, but he's telling us about both games. Bro. I'm telling you. Where is it at? Let me see. Was it here? Was it here? Where was that combo at? Even the dudes chimed in and were like, what the hell is this dude talking about? Yo, it's crazy, bro. This dude's crying about PlayStation always, all the time. Holy shit. I'm losing. Like, damn. This motherfucker has the nerve to say, I always talk about Xbox? Yo. This dude probably thinks he could actually... Like, yo, how deep does this shit go? This motherfucker really doesn't want PlayStation to sell. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I think this is the FSS. Alright, here you go. Okay, so right here. This is a tweet. Final Fantasy Rebirth. They showed this thing. Y'all seen this, right? And all I said was, how's PS5 24 looking? Well, for starters, listen, we all agree. Final Fantasy Rebirth, that shit's going to be one of the top games of 2024. And that shit's coming in February. So people talking about, oh, man, Sony's 2024 looking great. Are you nuts? We starting off the year with Final Fantasy Rebirth, bro. Yo, you can play Sephiroth. He's a playable character. Like, are these dudes even... Like, I could stand the Concubines, right? They don't game. You know, to them, Phil Spencer being a playable character is what they want. They want Phil and Sarah Bond to be player characters in Gears and shit. That's what they want. That's what makes them happy. They want to play corporate wars. Corporate simulation. You know what I'm saying? They want to play showcase simulation games starring Phil Spencer. That's what makes them happy, right? But if you've been gaming for a long time and you've been rocking Final Fantasy, especially if you love Final Fantasy VII, and now you get to play as Sephiroth, like he's a playable character, you're going to play as him, bro, that's huge. You know, it's crazy. I'm excited playing Sephiroth where you got Xbox dudes crying over Phil appearing on a Tokyo Game Show stage. We're not the same, bro. I'm out here excited, like, yo, Sephiroth playing, you know, we get to play Sephiroth. He's playable character. And side by side with Cloud, yo, that shit's crazy. That's me. While others, yes, Phil, yes, Phil. Like, bro, we not the same, bro. We not the same. And dudes try to say, oh, you're no different than them. You ain't seeing me like, yeah, Jim, yeah. No, bro. Stop doing that. We ain't doing that. What are we doing here? Anyway, talking about Final Fantasy. Oh, but look at Juju Beans. Juju Beans up in here, looking like an upgrade in visuals on a game you already own and played. Yet will pay again instead of Sony having proper back compatibility. I don't think he knows that you can play the original Final Fantasy VII. It's available. But even if you did, it's not the same game. So even if you replay Final Fantasy VII, you're not getting what Final Fantasy like. Am I bugging out? You see, I told you. Listen, I don't lie when I make this shit up, bro. I don't. The truth is better than the lie because you can't believe it's happening. And I even tell you, you think this game is the same as FS7 1 PS1? Oh wait, you never owned the PS. I told you never owned it, so you're complete ignorance. And then look at his damage control. Yes, I know the base game is literally the same story. It's literally the same story. No, it's not. Did I say the remake wasn't an upgrade? No. Can you say if you play the original content, you basically know everything that's going to happen? Yes. No. No. Literally, we're telling them the story changed. Gameplay is completely different, which, you know, is a key part of gaming, right? You didn't play FSSM Remake because then you would know. They changed the story. Things are happening in the remake that didn't happen in the original. I'm literally telling them because I played the game. And... oh, now he admitted it. Oh, good for him at least. But, like, it's crazy. Thank God. Shout out to King Gamer. If you played even a few hours of the remake, you will know Shinra blew up Mako Reactor 1, which wasn't done in the OG. Clearly, you haven't touched it. The Whispers, Biggs and Word survived. Yuffie in the Midlands. Zack is alive, which shows in Rebirth. Like, this is the problem, bro, with these concubines. They want to defend it. Here's the thing. I guarantee, if that dude actually bought a PlayStation, and that dude actually took time to play PlayStation and play the games, instead of just simply corporate cucking on shit that don't matter, he would see why hardly anyone buys an Xbox. He would see, like, you know what? I get it. I get it. I see why people talk trash about Xbox. Because it's obvious, bro. The shit is obvious. Let me show you something else. Right here. From these haters. Well, not even from these haters. But, like, the truth's coming out little by little, right? Right? Look at this. This is from Digital Foundry. All right. Okay. Let me show you something. Let me put this up here for y'all. I love it. I love it. I love it. Like I said, I want problems.
How to use that AMD technology. And
I don't want peace. I want problems. I want problems. Give me all the problems. I take it all. All right, now listen to this. Listen to this. Listen. Digital Foundry threw in the towel. They already threw in the towel. They said, you know what, we're done. We tried. We got paid. Microsoft will get money, but it just ain't working. PS5 is just a better machine. I didn't say the most powerful. I just said the better machine. Listen to these guys. Listen to them. They gave up. It's done. Hey, 2024 mode's here. Right? And guess what? Chances are the Pro is the real thing. Now I'm hoping the Pro is real. I'll talk more about that. Shout out to Glinzer. He says, console concubines. NK console binds. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Glinzer. Thank you for the super chat. But now listen to this. Listen to this.
You actually look at what Sony did with PlayStation 5, they made a lot of really good decisions on how to use that AMD technology, arguably more efficiently than Xbox, right? Because, you know, we've got as I said in the DF Direct the other day, a smaller slice of silicon is producing comparable performance, if not higher performance, in actual shipping games, which is, you know, which is quite a feat, I think. And if you actually
All right, I'm unmuted. But hey, I'm back. I think that was Microsoft that muted me. Phil, I swear to God, if you hacked into my stream, I'm suing. I'm suing. You're messing up the flow, Phil. Don't mess up my flow, Phil. Take this heat. Take the drama. But anyway, back to my joke. Jager? You know, the guy on the bottom right? You could tell he don't like this episode. You see him, he's not even looking at the camera. You know, he's like this. That man's like, yo. A smaller slice of silicon. I like the way he says it. A smaller slice of silicon. Outperform, comparable, even outperforming. Boy, they couldn't believe it, bro. That shit hurts. It hurts. I don't have to tell you, bro. The crazy part is, it's $400. Sure, there's a $500 model of PlayStation 5, but that's only because of the disc drive, not because you get more hardware. It's the same hardware as a $400. So realistically, a $400 console is comparable and at times outperforms the $500 one. And here's the crazy part. As I said before, the potential that the Pro, I think the Pros happen. I think by the end of 2024, 2025, what we're going to see is we're going to see the PS5 Slim, and the PS5 Slim is just pretty much a PS5 where it comes without the disc drive, but it has a slot to insert a disc drive if you want it. And they'll probably sell that for like $350, maybe $400. I'm thinking $350. So that way, if you buy the disc drive, it comes up to like $400, right? So they're still keeping it at the $400 range, right? But then the $500 or maybe a little bit more model is going to be the Pro. I think that's what's going to end up happening. You're going to have the PS5 Slim. If you want the disc drive, you could buy it separately. I also envision that the PS5 Pro is also going to be like the Slim. It's not going to come with a disc drive. So I think the same disc drive that's going to be used for the Slim is the same disc drive that can be used for the Pro because it's just a disc drive. So I have a feeling that they're both are not going to have the disc drive, but you have that option to buy it separately, right? So I can see PS5 Slim, $350. I think there might be a price drop, but I see to maximize the cost or whatever, the Pro being $500, but without a disc drive. And then if you buy the disc drive, it'll be like $550, whatever. I can see that happening. And I'm telling you, a PS5 Pro and Xbox doesn't answer because we've seen the leak. To them, their mid-gen refresh doesn't even make sense because all it is pretty much what PlayStation did in the beginning from the get-go, provide an all-digital version of your console. So they're going to release the Xbox Series X all digital 4 years later. No upgraded hardware, nothing. Just, hey, we're taking out the disc drive, we're putting in more memory, and keeping it at $500. Merry Christmas. You should have done that day one in 2020. Why wouldn't you do that day one? It's the same spec hardware. The fuck? Like, what are we doing here? So can you imagine 2024 PS4 Pro, PS5 Pro, and no clapback from Xbox? Oh man, the fanboy wars, the console wars are gonna be ugly, and the concubine community is gonna be seething. Oh, it's gonna look so ugly, and they're gonna make up dramatic BS in their podcasts. Oh, there's gonna be, I already see these Xbox podcasts. They're gonna dump lidocaine by the buckets to numb the pain. 2024 is gonna be the year of lidocaine gaming. Lidocaine everywhere. They're just gonna numb the community. They're gonna lather that lidocaine on every butthole just to ease the pain. Cause boy, they're gonna be in pain. They're gonna be in pain. It's gonna be insufferable. Even I probably won't be able to take it. I will probably feel sorry, like donate to charity or some shit, because they are gonna be in pain in 2024. If that Pro comes out and Microsoft doesn't have an answer, oh my lord. These lidocaine podcasts are gonna be doing tons of work to try to numb the pain. They're going to be like, don't worry, the cloud will save you. Oh, watch, they're going to bring back the cloud. Cloud power. FSR 4, 5, 9. Oh, man, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. It's going to be crazy. No. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Especially, the only thing, really, enjoy what you enjoy. But there's one thing I'm really interested in seeing, right? Because there's a few people that truly believe Xbox Series X is the most powerful console in the world. So they play on Xbox Series X for the better version of the multiplats. Because the majority of games are multiplats. Not enough exclusive, not enough first party. They primarily play multiplats. Xbox Series X is 12 T-bags of power. So that's what they play on. Okay. If that's your perception, your money, your perception. But when the Pro comes out, PS5 Pro comes out, and Xbox don't have an answer, are you going to cut over? Are you going to stick true to your word? I'm just saying. Hey, that's your business. I just want to see. I'm just waiting to see. Because I remember the people that use that, and hey, that's cool. All right, do what you got to do. Go on, player. But 2024 is going to be real interesting. We're going to see how they move then. I'm just saying. That's on them, though. Do what makes you happy. But like I said, I'm in it for the drama. I'm in it for the pain. I don't want peace. I want problems. Always. All right. What's next on the list? Spider-Man 2. All right, we talked about Spider-Man 2 hate campaign, so we could clip this out. Concubines. Oh, man, these guys. Oh, these guys are funny. All right. But anyway, hey, Final Fantasy. Oh, cannot wait. All right. Astro Cyborg, you got the invite, so let me know. This trash-ass content creator. Terrible. Can't hate on Batman. But what's next? Well, let's look at this. Now, we all know who this dude is. Right. First off, Mighty Keef, if you're watching my live stream, if somehow you run across, I know you don't know me, but I'm going to give you a piece of advice. Get out. You ever seen the movie Amityville Horror? Type the number 1 if you saw the movie Amityville Horror. Type 2 if you have no idea what I'm talking about. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, go either on Netflix, whatever, type in Amityville Horror. Y'all need to watch it. It's a classic. Get out. Yo, y'all need to. Keef, I get it. It's tantalizing. This community is very tantalizing. As much as everybody hates console war, it's like a traffic accident, right? Everybody hates traffic accidents. People die, or just even a collision, insurance, all that shit. Everybody hates it. But why does every driver slow down to look at it? Every goddamn driver has to be like, slow the hell down. And then they drive away. Every driver. Every driver stops to watch a traffic accident. Every one of them. That's just a thing. You just can't help but to watch it. But we all know it sucks. That's the console war. It's like a big traffic accident. And once you see it, you got to get in and watch it. And my man Mighty Keef, I don't know how he got introduced, but he's in it. Keef, get out. Now. Delete all this stuff. Don't come in, bro. Listen, man. Keef, you're like them dudes who grew up in Beverly Hills, but for some reason, you live in the upper west side of Manhattan, in a penthouse, private school, but all of a sudden you come through the hood, you come through Brooklyn one time. You're in East New York one time. Right? You're in the Bronx one time. Now you about that life, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro, stay away, bro. I'm telling you, Keith, stay away, man. You're an awesome content creator. Don't get in this rabbit hole. You can't win. You cannot be neutral. Don't let these guys sucker you into trying to be neutral. Oh, but look at this, but look at that. Just stay away. Erase it all. I'm telling you, bro. Don't come to the projects. You got private school. You got your yacht club. You don't play basketball at the courts. You play lacrosse. Do that. Stay there. I know it's tantalizing. don't do it, bro. Like, stay away, bro. I'm telling you. Listen, you're talking to the guy that likes the drama. I like it. I like the hood. Jay Ramon, yo, like John Moran. Yes, don't be John Moran. Don't be up in there on Instagram, waving. Don't. You a multi-million-dollar ball player. Drink your tea like this. Keep that pinky up. Pinky up tea. Sip that tea with the pinky up. You don't play basketball. You play lacrosse. All right? You got it. You don't go watch Offset in a concert. You listen to opera. You did good, bro. You did it, bro. You did good, man. Just stay there, bro. You got great content. I'm telling you, you're going to lose if you stay here. There's no winning where we're at. Me, on the other hand, I love it. This is what I do. I love it. I can't. The streets is calling. The block is hot. You know what I'm saying? Keep that pinky up, bro. But anyway, so my man, the mighty Keef, boy, that's just crazy. Anyway, he's like, this has got to be some type of mental illness. So what he's talking about? He's talking about, backshot play. I mean, snap blast play, right? He says Xbox, PlayStation has very different communities. So he's doing this X, and then y'all remember what's that Twitch content creator? He's not even a PlayStation guy in a sense, but anyway. And then he does this. It's okay. It's been 3 years. You can admit the PS5 was half baked now. No 1440p support for 2 years. So in other words, they have 1440p support. No VRR for 2 years. So that means they have VRR. No Dolby Vision for 2 years. So that means they have Dolby Vision. No game review system for 2 years. So that means they have game review system. No adaptive controller for 2 years. So that means they have it now. Bad backwards compatibility? Yeah, you can argue that. Bad memory transfer process? I don't know about that. Ugly as fuck? No, actually, I like it. And a goddamn stand. Yeah, it's a goddamn stand. All right? But you realize with that VRR support and high frame rate, it's only PlayStation delivering, high frame rate options. Here, let me show you. Let me remind you guys. And I showed this before, Yeah, I see this in the corner. Right here. I'm gonna click on this. Boom. Because of the implementation of VRR combined with high frame rate, we could do this with our games. This is just one example. Snap Blast. You can't do this on Xbox. None of this. You ain't got these modes where they combine HFR and VRR and give you extra frames. Like, for example, this is the original favorite quality, 30 FPS target, but then when you do HFR, they inserted 10 more frames. So you get 40 FPS. And then when you insert also VR, they just unlock it. Jesus, take the wheel. Do what you do best. You ain't got none of this stuff. This stuff right here, unlock 60, all these performance options of VR, Xbox has not even touched this. I don't think you're even going to get it all gen long. You're not going to get that, bro. It's crazy, right? All right, here's another one. How Xbox, PlayStation do loading screens is very different. One is a beautiful shot of a planet. One is the back of a dude's head with some gunk in a jar. Like literally the symbiote. Like, which is the heart of the story. Now, this dude is wilding out, bro. Like, literally the heart of the Batman story is the symbiote. This guy, is he from Australia? Is Snap Blast from Australia? I think he's from Australia, right? I'm not trying to dox him or anything. I'm only thinking that a kangaroo must have whooped his ass at one point in his life. I think that dude got knocked the fuck out by that kangaroo. That dude tried to pet a kangaroo, and that kangaroo said, "Book!" Blasted him, bro. And he hasn't been right since. I'm just gonna say he's from the UK. I'm gonna say he's from Australia because the joke is funny that way. The kangaroo joke doesn't make sense if he's from the UK. So we're just gonna say he's from Australia. That way, the kangaroo joke sounds funnier. So don't ruin the joke. Just lie to me and say he's from Australia. Because I swear that dude got his head caved in. Boy. My man tried to be a Crocodile Dundee. Boy, that kangaroo came in and said, uppercut. Like that kangaroo from Tekken. Boy, knocked him on his ass. And anyway, he's right here. I'm concerned about the future of PlayStation. Not gonna lie. No, you are lying. The fuck? My man said, not gonna lie. So anyway, my Keef notices this, right? The best part is, right? Well, I'm not gonna say the best part, but I quoted him. Where's my quote? Here we go. People are finally noticing how these Xbox concubines move, right? So let's look at my thread. Question: do you think these guys are serious or just trying to get under people's skin? I said, hey, with these guys, I don't know. I like this guy. What you seen? The posts from Snap Blast plays are not wrong. You should worry. You think I'm making this? You think this concubine energy? I'm making this shit up? Listen, man. The telling stories based on truth is much more funnier than making up lies. It is. The irony. You are literally the PlayStation fanboy version of that dude, Pot calling Colonel Black. My reply. He complains about loading screens. I complain about lack of performance options. We're not the same, bro. Come on, bro. But is he wrong, though? Concubines, bro. Oh, here we go. You know what's funny? All console writers who do wild things that kind of like this should be muted, just like this one. But the funny thing is, though, Ultra Instinct, when Odie did that, I talked to him. That's the difference. Hey, this is for Ultra Instinct. This is the difference between guys like you, Ultra, and guys like me. Because I'm a veteran, so when Odie did that, I personally talked to him, but like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? And I gave him an explanation. What I didn't do is when people addressed it, I didn't say, but Xbox, I don't do that. If a PlayStation do screwed up, then that's the topic. That's the topic. That's it. That's the topic. Like Dr. Pony? I like, bro. Like, nah, bro. I even told them, I think in the DM, like, bro, you let these dudes get to you. You let them, you know, they question his career, whatever, and you let them bait you, and now, I didn't bring up Xbox in those scenarios, because you don't have to, because that's not the topic. But when it comes to Xbox, they bring up PlayStation. They can't stick to the topic. So when a PlayStation dude messes up, that's the topic. But when an Xbox messes up, oh, but let's also remind that PlayStation also messes up. That's how they roll. You see what I'm saying? That's how they roll. And that's the thing that's funny about this conversation, right? Right? Because you have other content creators, they go after PlayStation dudes. They get the content. Hey, if there's PlayStation dudes that messed up, it is what it is, right? Ackman did it. Oh no, it's pendejo. I mean, Alex does it. Fratanga does it. But then when another popular YouTube content creator, like Mighty Keef does it, oh, it's a problem now. Now, oh no, you got to bring up the other side. Every side does it. Come on now. Come on now. Stop being a bunch of wussies. There's a lot of wussies in this community. Right? So if there's salt on PlayStation, that's the topic. But when there's salt on Xbox, no, it's salt on everybody. No. No, listen, bro. If this keeps up, right? Because normally there's really not a lot of content creators going after Xbox Soul, and it isn't because it's not there. It's not. In fact, let me show y'all something. This is just some of the things people ignored from the Xbox community. And I wrote it in a tweet. Hold on. This all happened. This ain't real. This all happened. And people like, I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. Everybody goes Sandra Bullock, Bird Box. Give me a second. Oh, let me talk about, I'll get back to that. Shout out to X5448. Everybody want to test the rocket launcher. Y'all want to test the rocket launcher with the man. Oh, who what to come with the man. Yeah, go ahead. Play with me. Play with me. All right. Right here. This is one of the posts. All of this shit is true. I'm not... Listen, bro. I don't make shit up because the truth is much funnier than the lie. And plus, I wouldn't even be able to create an exaggerated lie than the shit that really happened. So people talking about, oh, Xbox PlayStation, whatever. Look at this. There was one time an Xbox content creator known as Xbox Milgrow. That dude had over 300,000 YouTube subscribers. It's his little posse that's doing this weird shit right here. I think this is him right here. And he got flown to this event by Phil Spencer. Even this dude is like, yep, time to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? But Phil Spencer, he took pictures with Phil Spencer. Like all the stuff like Cole Eastwood gets, this dude was getting that. And even more, I think. This dude was getting, like, he was a Brazil content creator. This dude was getting flown all over the world. Taken with the big dogs. Over 300,000 YouTubers. On just Xbox Concubine BS. But he was doing it. Huge. This dude got sued $10,000. In what equate to $10,000, but in Brazilian currency, but converted to American dollars, it would equal to $10,000, which in Brazil is a lot. $10,000. And he lost because he actually took the whole, journalists are biased to whole new levels to the point that it was actually ruining their reputation. So they sued him. They took him to court for defamation. And he lost. Even the judge from the case said that he really didn't understand why anybody would do this for video games. He didn't understand the whole fanboy thing. He didn't know. It was weird to him. And he lost $10,000. But if you thought that was bad, no. It gets worse. It gets a lot worse. Next point. Xbox Milgraw. He said that black people should have remained as slaves. That's what he said. Got so bad. It trended so bad that Microsoft corporate, specifically from Brazil, got their lawyers and they told him to debrand his channel. He is not allowed to say anything about Xbox no more. So he had to take it down. I think that shit killed this channel and everything. It was around the time in America, the whole civil rights, Black Lives Matters, all that stuff. I guess somebody from Brazil want to chime in on what happens in the U.S. So he said it live on air that the slaves in America should have remained as slaves. He said it, and that just gained traction. It was fast. And next thing you know, Microsoft came in and said, to this day, Xbox Fanboys is the only community where the company had to put lawyers on that ads and put you in check and debrand you. Yo, that shit was wild. But there's more. There was, and I podcasted, there was a dude named Reaper. I remember it's T Reaper, but I forgot what the T stood for, but it's T Reaper. We were even podcast with him on Z primarily. When Zaire had the multiplayer podcast, we were even on the, listen, no lie, bro, I wish I could tell you these were lies, but I'm making it up. We were even on the same podcast, Zaire, myself, P Reaper, well, that was his nickname after the event, but T Reaper, and even, what's his name? Grim Reaper dude. Oh my God, from RDX. I don't remember his name. What's his fucking name? What fuck boy's name is? I can't remember his name. The Grim Reaper guy. He has a Grim Reaper. He is why I can't remember his name. He's on the RDX podcast. Holy shit. Dealer gaming, shit. Like, it's just whatever, right? Yes, newsflash, yes, we were on the podcast. We used to actually podcast from time to time. We were on the same podcast with this T Reaper dude. Dealer, yes. I'm not lying. That's on Zair's channel. Listen, I tell no lies here. There's no lies. We were on the same podcast with this dude, T Reaper. What did T Reaper do? Is literally what I said. Recorded a video of him pissing on a PS4. This dude took a PlayStation, put it on the toilet, recorded himself peeing on it, and then he posted it on Twitter and tagged Sony execs. Bro, I am not lying. You know how much flack I caught for that simply because I podcasted with him? Like, if it's my fault, like I encouraged him to pee live on the, like, live and post it on Twitter? That ain't got nothing to do with me. Who, like, no, bro, yo, people coming at me like, yo, what's up? What you guys doing? Who's you guys? I ain't pee. I ain't pee on nothing. Out here got me looking like R. Kelly. I'll pee on you, drip, drip, drip. No, son, I don't condone that. And he tagged Sony execs. That, I was like, yo. Literally, giving Play PS4 a golden shower. And posted it on Twitter, talking shit. And tagged Sony execs. I'm not lying, bro. Not lying. Give you another one. I can't remember his name. It's like Juby. God, I can't remember his name. Somebody in the chat gotta know who I'm talking about. He's an Xbox dude. I said Jubilee, but I can't remember his name. Hold on. I know I said Jubilee there, but let me think of something. Jubei. There you go. It's not Jubilee, it's Jubei. It's this dude. This cat right here. I'm not, listen. I don't lie. I do not lie. This guy. This guy. It is what it is. This guy went on King Thrash's live stream to debate, argue, all that stuff. All that stuff. Debate, all that stuff. And homeboy, it got heated. The shit talking got heated. My boy, Jubei pulled a gun live on, and obviously King Thrash is safe. But just the fact that you pull a gun live on air, talking about you gonna use it. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So there's all types of craziness, right? But the problem is, I ain't gonna say the problem. Nobody sees it for for whatever reason, you don't see a lot of salt content creators going after Xbox dudes. And I think it's because, this is my opinion, while it's funny, but I don't think PlayStation Nation really cares that much that Xbox gamers look stupid. You know what I mean? Am I making sense? Like, sure, there's a lot of Concubines looking stupid, but it's not like we really need to focus on them. Unless something comes up and whatever, you know, but for the most part, it's not going to be all that. It's not something we need to see every single day or weekly. We don't need to see, or at least I don't think we do, or whatever. You know what I mean? But on the opposite side, Xbox dudes need to see PlayStation salt content. They need it. It's lidocaine. You know what I'm saying? It numbs the pain. You know what I'm saying? You know? That's just how it is, bro. They just need their dose. You know, these cats out here. Needs to be medicated. You know what I mean? These dudes out here, they're out here needing aspirin. They need to medicate their emotions. And what better way to medicate than PlayStation Salt content? That's why they do it all the time and they're attracted to it. Because that's really the only thing. You know, their butt hurt. They're catching titty attacks. So they love the PlayStation Salt because to them, this is the weird mindset. To them, PlayStation Salt makes their console better. Which I don't get. But it's like Xbox ain't giving them what they want, so they rely on Salt content to really medicate the pain. Right? Because I don't see a lot of Xbox Salt content because it's like I don't go in, tune in every week like, woo! What is Oh No Pendejo doing making fun of who? Like, I don't really care about that. Hell, the few times he made fun of me, he fucked it up. And he looked like an idiot. So it's like I prefer like the actual gaming content and actual context and the counterpoints, you know, but like ooh, some random dude on Twitter just made a stupid thing. Oh, yeah. That's great, right? That's all it is. It's lidocaine. They're numbing the pain and ignoring the actual problem. As long as the pain is checked and numbed, they're good. You know? But you can't bring out the real questions that actually matter. Like, why is your monster that eats breakfast and the first party behind it not providing cutting edge capabilities for your games? Shout out to the Claymores. There is a large market for Xbox content creators because there are so many brainwashed bots addicted to copium. That's why there are more Xbox drama channels than PS ones, in my opinion. Concubine, bro. These concubines. You know? Xbox Salt is... Alright. Okay. Got it. It's something. It's not something I would do. That's why I never got into it. People ask me why I don't do it. They said I would make a killing if I pick one day out of the week and just dedicate it to the Salt. And think about it. I could overdo it. I'm just not interested in every week just bringing up the stupid shit Xbox does, because they do stupid shit all the time. I mean, listen, believe me, if I was one of these Salt content creators, and I'm not saying it's easy, whatever, but the content, like the actual amount of content to use is unlimited. So at a minimum, you have tons of shit to use. It's never ending. I'll give Alex that point. By the time Thursday comes, you got shit to use. That's not a lie. I mean, you have a huge community, like you have hundreds of thousands of people, whatever. Someone's bound to say something stupid, right? Listen, he's right. By the time Thursday comes, you got something. It's guaranteed. Believe me. By the time, like, let's say if I were to do it, like, listen, I would put the flavor in this community. Y'all want to bring salt? Nah, I don't bring salt. I bring Sazon. Alright? I don't bring no goddamn salt. That's not seasoning. A little bit of salt and a dash of pepper. That ain't seasoning. I bring all the flavors. If I was doing it, I'm bringing Sazon Sundays to this family. You're going to get some Puerto Rican cooking, bro, up in here. You're going to get Sazon, bro. Alright? I'm going to let you know. I'm gonna bring in flavor. You know what I'm saying? Yo, the type of flavor I bring. Listen, the type of flavor I bring and the ingredients I bring to this podcast. If I were to get into that, bro, I'll have the content that will keep you coming. Pause. My man said, "Where's the cilantro?" Bring that lorry. Bring that lorries. You see what I'm saying? But I can't do that every week, bro. I can't. That's not me. And I'm pretty sure somebody. I guarantee. Snickers shakers. There's Snickers seasoning. Hey yo, that's a real thing. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? I didn't know that's seasoning. Snickers? That can't be real. Hold on. Snickers seasoning? Hey yo. It's real. Bro, look at this. They got Snickers, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Twix. Snickers seasoning. You could put that like on pancake. Oh. Oh, I know you're not putting that on chicken wings. But the Twix. Put that like, oh man, yo. Bruh. Anyway, yo, I got off track. Anyway, back to the Sazon. Sazon Sundays. I will come with like a chef hat. But I can't do that every single week. Like that, I think that will drive you insane. What do you guys think? Every week, like specifically addressing the nonsense every single week. Like after a while, like that just, you know, it warps the mind. Me personally, I would love to bring back debates. Anyone come to the channel and try to take a shot at the king. That would be my thing. I prefer that. That's just me. I don't know. Oh, what happened here?
So in order for me to
Uh-oh, ¿qué pasa aquí? This is, hold on. Let's see this. Let's see this. Hold up. Hold up. I'm gonna mute the mic. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's happening. Well, first, let me read the tweet. Dennis31 says, my daughter was happy to play this game on her Series S, but guess what? In order for her to play, I have to pay the highest version the Ultimate for $17. If this is not anti-consumer, I don't know what it is. Shame on you, Xbox. Hey, let's see what he's talking about. What's he talking about?
So in order for me to play this shit, I have to buy the Ultimate Edition. Gamepass Ultimate. What a piece of shit. So in order for me to play this shit,
What is that game? What game is that? All I see is a cat and a puppy. What game is that? What game is that you need to pay $18? What is it, $18 a month? That's how much Game Pass Ultimate is?
edition.
How much is Game Pass Ultimate? Yeah, $17 he said. What game is that? Gang Beasts? That shit ain't called Gang Beasts. That shit don't even sound right. My man said Gang Beasts. Brian East, you a liar. That shit. Ain't no kid, ain't no parent gonna allow a kid play a game called Gang Beasts. Oh, it's online only? He said, dude, I was glancing at it. He said, Gang Beast. Oh, there's a game actually called Gang Beast? Oh, snap. I didn't know. I thought Brian was just being a sexual deviant. My bad, Brian. My bad. My apologies. I thought you were just being a deviant. That just don't even sound right, Gang Beast. Hey, yo. So it's online only? Then I can understand why. But damn, you gotta pay $17 for that? A month? Just to have access to that? Shit. My man said, shout out to Hard 8 Times. He's saying, non-corporate slaves, how y'all feeling about FOAMSTARS? How you guys feeling about it? I ain't play that. I ain't playing no damn demo. I'm not playing that. I ain't playing a game. These dudes are just foaming. It don't even look right. It don't even look right. I'm not even gonna say it because my channel might get shut down. But you know what I'm gonna say. That don't look right. I'm just saying, y'all do what you do. Yo, shout out to Blaze, Sody baby. Listen, I'm just not even touching it. Leave that thing's not even I'm not even gonna front. I didn't even care about Splatoon. I'm gonna care about FOAMSTARS. If y'all do it, y'all do it. But nah. Said P-Rock, you can get white foam though. Woo, nobody. Pose. I don't even know how y'all play that game because I seen clips. Let's see if we can find some clips. And I don't even know how you can even see. Oh, for real. Like, this thing's an ugly mess. Where them videos at? Look at this. Shout out to 60 said FOAMSTARS in the list. Bro, how can you even play this? Like, what's happening?
Let's go.
Who are you hitting?
Get your ass out of here. Let's go. Get your ass out of here.
No, Stinks, we're not doing this. We not doing this. Sticks. We not doing this. My man Sticks. We not doing this. We not doing this right now. Shout out to Sticks. Come on. I don't even know what the hell's going on, bro. Shout out to Jay Barry, bro. I don't know, bro. I mean, it's not. Listen, bro. This shit. This is giving me Bleeding Edge vibes. I'm getting this Bleeding Edge vibes. This ain't it, bro. Like, listen. Some people, like, not all games can be replicated. Like Splatoon, got it. Splatoon got this magic, and you know, it did its thing. But that doesn't mean. This doesn't mean that everybody can replicate. You know what I mean? Sometimes FOAMSTARS is a bukkake. Oh shit. No, I know. Yeah, no, I don't have to search that. I know exactly. Thank you, Vegan VR King. I know exactly what bukkake is. I don't. Yes, I will not search that. You're okay. We're good. We ain't gonna go there. What's this? Oh, what's this? What's this? New PS5 design launch update. According to Tom Henderson, the original leak of the new PS5 has stated that the launch of the new comps has been delayed a bit. His original report stated that it will be launching in September. Tom Henderson has a solid track record. He leaked the DualSense. Oh. So now, let me see what Extreme says. Because Extreme, panel member, you know, he comes to the show. He said, oh, look, Inside is getting things dead wrong again, but we won't count it because they can't just say things to make people not see it as a loss. Oh, and their track record, which conveniently ignores every other time they were wrong. Fuck out of here. Shout out to Extreme, bro. Shout out to the homie. The homie knows. The homie knows, bro. That shit is funny. Shout out to the homie. So we don't know, man. Listen, I really do hope that, you know, there's a new PS Slim, and hopefully they make it cheaper, get more people out there, and people. I think the thing I like about this idea, I'm gonna tell you why, because I think it gives people the opportunity to correct their decisions. And what I mean by that is, you may have bought the all digital. Like if you bought the disc, then there's no harm, no foul, right? Because you can treat the disc as an all digital console, you just ignore the disc, right? But if you bought the all digital because you thought, yeah, I'm not gonna do it, but then opportunity comes where somebody be like, hey, I got like 5-6 games I don't need. You want them for free? And you're like, ah, man, bro, I got the all digital. I appreciate it, but I can't use it. You know, even something as that. So at least a person can be like, you know what? I'll get the all digital. But if things change, opportunity to get some disc games for free or whatever, rent, whatever, you have the opportunity to buy the attachment and add it. So that's why I really like the idea. I hope going forward for the next generation after, that is the idea they go with. They just create an all digital model that has a slot where you can insert a drive. That's it. No permanent decisions. For the people that don't want the disc drive because it's a cheaper cost and they know they're not going to play disc games, there you go. But if you do change your mind, you have that option. And for the people that want discs right off the bat, you buy both the items. So I hope they go with that strategy across the board to include Xbox if Xbox makes it to 2027. I'm just joking. But yeah. Post up, what are you doing, bro? This goes into my next topic. CEO wars. Right here. Harraz's step down was partly because he was worn down from travel schedule maintained during the past 6 years as CEO. Various sources said now he's finally able to wind down after being reported worn down, hiring places, whatever. Ball's place he retired 20 years says he's tired of traveling so much for work. All right. Okay. So this is the CEO wars. All right. This is where the CEO wars. And I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of disappointed in some of you PlayStation dudes. I don't know if this applies to you, but there's no reason to defend Jim Ryan. If these concubines want to go, he got fired, pony. And people came to my chat. I mean, to my timeline. Jim Ryan got fired. And I'm like, all right. Does that stop me from playing Spider-Man 2 in October when it comes out? Like, let me know how this impacts me. Because the reality is, the dude is a millionaire. Like, bro, the dude's rich. I don't think these people realize how much money these guys make when they're at that level. They're making 7 figures every year. And they get their bonuses, time in packages. Like, bro, he retired, he stepped down, mission accomplished. Who gives a shit? Like, bro, what do you want me to say? You think it hurts me that you're saying he got fired? The dude got more money than all of us combined. It doesn't matter. At the end of the, you know what's funny? People want to argue this stuff, but they don't want to argue actual facts. They don't want to argue like, yo, why is Xbox selling like dog shit? When they need the console to sell at least average. You got to sell average. You at least got to sell better than what you did previously. When your previous product, the trash ass Xbox One, was in a better position than your current console, that's a problem. Right? When third party are at the point where they be like, you know what? We're just going to delay the Xbox version. We're going to go on ahead with the PlayStation 5 and PC version. That's a problem. That's real shit you got to consider. That's real shit that's impactful to you. You might be like, oh, wait a minute. They're going to delay the Xbox version, meaning I can't play the game day one with the rest of the gaming community? That's when you have to be like, yo, that's a problem. When your own first party is saying, you know what? You're just going to have to play this game at 30 FPS. Just because F you. That's why. That's a problem. That's like quality of life for your problem. For you. How a CEO goes out, that don't mean nothing. But again, it's like what I said before. Concubines need lidocaine to numb the pain. So in their mind, if they could convince themselves Jim Ryan got fired, then in their mind, he got fired because PlayStation 5, he did a bad job with PlayStation 5, which then means PlayStation 5 is a bad product. Therefore, their Xbox is great. The weirdest 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon connection I have ever heard in my life, but that is literally why they're doing it. Because if they can't equate Jim Ryan getting fired, then it's because he got fired for a reason. Why did he get fired for a reason? Well, because PS5 failed to launch to company expectation. And in their mind, that failure equals Xbox being better, which means everything's good for them. It blows my mind. That's how they look at it. If it's not that, let's say I'm wrong and I'm reaching, Puerto Rico, you reaching, then why do you care if Jim Ryan got properly retired or he got fired? What's it to you? And what's the connection? I don't understand it. Let's say the thing I just came out. The thing I just said is bullshit. Like Puerto Rico just said the biggest bullshit. Fine. Let's say legitimately you guys are honest. Jim Ryan got fired. All right. What's the big, like what? What happens now? What does that mean? What's the big deal? Let's say if Jim Ryan did get fired. What's the big deal? What does that mean in terms of the decision we made for those who bought a PS5 and those who bought an Xbox Series X? What? Then give me the legit non-fanboy answer, please. Shout out to True SSJ. He's been a member for 15 months. Salute to you, my brother. I appreciate. Truly, thank you. He said these Xbox dudes are slow as fuck, dumb. I'm saying if my 6 degrees explanation, if my explanation, I'm giving you the opportunity. If my explanation is wrong, and Jim Ryan got fired, okay. Explain to me the context. Explain to me why. Because in reality, PlayStation has done a better job these first couple of years than Xbox. That is a fact. We got incredible games. PlayStation over the last couple of years got more Game of the Year awards. Their console sales are better. If you want to ignore the business side and you want to focus more on the consumer, we got actual next-gen features. Things like haptic feedback, much better, taking advantage of loading screens. We got exclusives that come with performance options. None of the Xbox games, first party, has the level of performance options that we does. So from a gamer standpoint, we got better options and better methods to enjoy our games from a technical aspect. If we want to ignore the dollar signs, if we want to ignore the sales, if we want to ignore the revenue, and you just want to keep it strictly gaming, we got advanced features with our controller, That is a thing. Whether you like it or not, that's a whole different conversation. We're just saying that that's what the company did for us. If you don't like haptic feedback, that's an opinion. You don't like it. But they did it. They thought of, hey, how can we give something extra to the community? We got that, right? You look at our first party games. Again, do I need to bring it up? Sure. Let me bring it up. Why not? Let me bring it up, right? I'll bring it up for you guys again, right? I have no problem. Once again, this is just one example. I use God of War because it's the easiest thing to search for, but this is what PlayStation has done for us. As you notice, they've done this for us. This is real. They provide this. Hell, Spider-Man 2, they leveled up. Insomniac leveled up. Because when Spider-Man 2 comes out, ray tracing is in every mode. So they got the performance locked down that you don't need to play the game without ray tracing. Everybody gets ray tracing no matter what mode you play. That's how efficient they got. So they leveled up. Default mode is ray tracing in every mode for Spider-Man. Every mode. Insomnia is like, the community is like, oh yeah, so which mode has ray tracing and what? Insomnia is like, all of them. You ain't turning in. You don't have a choice. You gonna play with ray tracing. Pick a mode, got ray tracing in it. That's leveling up. If you want to talk facts. Xbox is not there yet. It may never be there. So we enjoy all this stuff across multiple first-party games, and every foreseeable first-party game day one, they're going to give us all these options, right? We got next-gen feature. This holiday, VR2s or PSVR2s already out. Again, you may not like it. It may not sell bad. That's not the point. The point is they're providing stuff. It's your choice if you want it or not. If you want it, take it. If you don't, don't. But it's there. I already know that's going to be a luscious Christmas gift, and I'm going to enjoy the hell out of it. Majority of people may not like it, but it's there. It's being supported by games. I mean, I'm going to play Resident Evil 4 Remake in VR mode, and it's going to be incredible. It's going to be incredible. Absolutely incredible. Cannot wait to do it. Right? Those are things for gamers. Factual things over the last couple of years. So I don't care if Jim Ryan got fired. PlayStation 5 got what I got. So if my point was wrong, if my point of Xbox community or Concubine community, no, I didn't mean that. Concubines, because there's the community and there's the Concubines. If the Xbox Concubines are trying to push this narrative of Jim Ryan got fired, and it isn't because they're trying to equate his failure to the brand failing, so that way they can feel better than themselves. If I'm reaching, I'm doing fanboy shit, then why do you care he got fired? What is it to you, Concubines? What's it to anybody? Because the shit that we get to hold in our hands, we got haptic feedback, much better performance load. Many of the games are smaller in file, that save space. They done an incredible, let's not even lie, the decision to go with, common, PC SSD to expand versus that bullshit memory card they did. That's we can't even argue with that. That's not even debatable. Because you can get 2 terabytes. You can upgrade 2 terabytes much cheaper than that BS memory card that they created. And that memory card doesn't even provide the same performance as the stuff we can buy for the PS5. So let's not even go there. It's just a better system all around. We ended up getting a better product, period. It's just a better product, period. That's the real deal for the consumer. That's it. So why do I care about the whole, talk of fired versus properly retired? It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, in my opinion, PlayStation 5, in terms of the products and what Sony pushed this gen, was beyond our expectation. And it's been an incredible experience, and it's only going to get better, in my view. Xbox, you guys didn't get what you wanted. Let's not lie. You didn't. You didn't get the Monsters of League breakfast. Now they're thinking about an upgraded controller that does what this does day one. Now they want to try to invest in a all-digital console. Now, come on, bro. Stop it. Stop this nonsense. take the L. Just enjoy Game Pass. That's really all you got. Which I'm not saying is bad or good. Subscription service. But I will say, getting suckered into the CEO wars, you weren't going to pull me on that bullshit. If you feel he's fired, hey, fuck it, he's fired. Goodbye. Bye, Felicia. Move on. If you feel he retired properly, he retired properly. But you Xbox dudes, sorry. And hey, don't take my word for it. Do I need to show? Hold on. Do I need to show it again? Where's it at? Do I need to show it again? Because where you at? Because even Digital Foundry. I'm going to show it again. Yeah, I'm going to show it again. Just to hit the nerves. Even Digital Foundry gave up. Even Digital Foundry said, you know what? It is what it is. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to show it again.
And if you actually look at what Sony did with PlayStation 5, they made a lot of really good decisions on how to use that AMD technology, arguably more efficiently than Xbox, right? Because, you know, we've got as I said in the DF Directs the other day, a smaller slice of silicon is producing comparable performance, if not higher performance, in actual shipping games, which is quite a feat, I think. And if you actually look at what Sony
Got no more to say. I got no more to say. What else? The last thing. Let's see. Last thing. I think we're all right now. Hey, last question of the day. Spider-Man. All right. I want to say this community note for Spider-Man 2. That hate is going to continue. Reviews, copies are out. And October 16th. What is it? What was it? When's the deadline? When's the embargo up? Is it October 16th? It's October 16th, right? The embargo is up and the reviews are going to come out. The 16th of October, right? So now listen to this. They sent out review copies. Pretty much the game comes out October 20th, right? So these dudes, all the reviewers have been sent out because the game comes out October 20th. So 4 days before the game launch, right? They have almost pretty much 3 weeks to play this game. And Sony sent it out to all reviewers, right? They didn't do the BS Microsoft did with Starfield, where they sent a portion of the review copies to reviewers they felt will give the most favorable recommendations, and then delay the review copy to those they think is going to be more harsher. And they gave them those copies the day prior of the embargo. Like literally a day prior to the embargo, meaning there's no way they would have their review ready by the embargo, which is the next day. Not possible. So for Starfield, all the reviews that got it early, they will have the reviews embargo. That's why in the beginning, Starfield was like at 88, 87. But then over time, that thing said, that shit dropped. Because the dudes that got keys the day before the embargo, their reviews came around 2 weeks later. But that's only like 2 weeks. The Spider-Man reviews is literally 3 weeks, and everybody's getting it. So you're gonna get a more realistic review all in one shot from launch day, which only tells me Sony really has confidence. Insomniac has really confidence in this game. When majority of the reviewers already have this. So a lot of reviews have their copy. There's even people that have review copies that I was surprised. I'm like, oh snap, this dude, and not saying taking shots. I was just surprised that they got one. I'm like, oh snap, good on them. Good on the people that's unexpectedly got review copies and gonna push out a review. Do your thing, players, right? Regardless, right? But it's interesting that Spider-Man got these many copies out and they're getting more time to play this game. And everybody who's in the review all got their copies. So when the 16th come, what? Like, Starfield was like in the 50s for like a good week. Y'all remember that? There was only like 50 reviews for like a whole week. And then it started building up. Watch Spider-Man like on the first day come out with like 60, 70, 80 reviews on day one. And by the end of the week, it's going to have like 100 reviews. Like that. But either way, man. Yo, I'm so hyped. Like, I'm so hyped at the thought of having Miles Morales and Peter Parker switching between them two. And then Venom, having Venom powers. They added Brooklyn and Queens, so I want to see how Brooklyn looks. Because they tried to use real, as close, like if you play Spider-Man, they use a lot of actual architecture and from New York City into the game. Which is pretty impressive. You see what I'm saying? So I can't wait for it to come out. So I want to see. I'm going to swing by my neighborhood. Hopefully it's there. Because Brooklyn, they add Brooklyn and Queens. I know Bronx, y'all feeling salty. All the Bronx cats are like this. I got all my boys in the Bronx are like this. All right, son. All them Bronx cats is like, yo, you dead ass right now? You ain't got the BX? You dead ass? They're looking at something like, hey yo, B. Yo, B. You dead ass right now? You what? We DLC? We're gonna be a DLC content? You dead ass, son? Hey yo. Alright, B. Alright, B. Oh, my Bronx brothers. Yo, chin up. Alright, keep your head up, Bronx. You're gonna get your shine. All my cats out in the BX. Staten Island, listen, y'all guys haven't been relevant since Wu-Tang. I'm sorry. You had your moment in the spotlight. When you were the land of Shaolin, listen, I felt you. I still love Wu-Tang to this day. But y'all haven't done anything since, bro. Like, the only reason why we got Staten Island is because we got to get to Jersey. So we go through y'all. But we can still go through Manhattan. I'm just saying Staten Island. When you have Wu-Tang, the land of the Shaolin, you know what I'm saying? But, you haven't done anything since. So you're like, got to catch the ferry. Ain't nobody trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all, though. I love my New Yorkers. I love y'all. But I know Bronx, y'all hurting. I know y'all hurting, bro. I know y'all hurting, man. But y'all cats are kind of disrespectful, bro. Yeah. The reason why is like, Spider-Man trying to swing through the Bronx. Y'all try to rob him and shit. Can't be doing that. Y'all Bronx cats have no respect. How are you going to try to stick up Spider-Man? What's wrong with y'all? You know what I'm saying? Ain't no friendly neighborhoods in the Bronx. What we doing here? Neil Gosto, why you gotta bring up the Yankees? Yo, that was a week ago. We're always bringing up old shit. Y'all want to bring up old shit. Shout out to Neil. No, but seriously though, ain't no friendly neighborhoods in the Bronx. Like, chill, bro. But hey, maybe they might do DLC. Maybe that's a DLC update. I have a feeling. So Wolverine, right? I don't think Wolverine's coming out in 2024 because I think Spider-Man DLC is going to dominate 2024. I think that's the plan because they released 3 DLC contents for Spider-Man, the original, the first one, 2018. So I have a feeling, 2024, they're going to dish out. They want to give... And plus, if it's anything like Miles Morales, remember, Miles Morales was on MPD, like on the top sellers for both MPD in Europe for like a good 2 years. Or some shit. At least a year. At least. That thing was on... That thing would not come off MPD. That was the only first-party game on PlayStation I ever saw last that long. In the top 10 month at the month. Normally, it's Nintendo that does that. But when I saw Miles Morales do that, I was like, yo, this game stays winning over and over and over and over. And they just keep selling. I was so impressed. So I think, they're going to let Spider-Man 2 cook for a long time. People still in the chat saying still charting. So they're going to let it cook for a hot minute. So in my opinion, I think Wolverine's a 2025 game. Probably around the same time, October 2025. And plus you want Wolverine to cook. You want Wolverine to cook. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. But, kind of got off tangent. This is what I want to say. Spider-Man's coming through. And I know I've seen a lot of tweets about muting and everybody mutes the words, which is part of the things that will help you from preventing spoilers for Spider-Man. But I am telling you, listen to me. This is another tactic that was done to God of War. Now, I explained it before, and I said, even though I understand, but at the time I explained what was done, and apparently some people still didn't play God of War, and I spoiled it for them, so I apologize, even though the game was like a year old, whatever. So I'm going to do something different. What I'm saying is this. The words you mute on Twitter does not work for usernames, right? Let's see what screen we're at. Okay, so like this username right here, you can't block that from muting words. So somebody can create a Twitter account, and here they can name themselves Mary Jane Dies, Mary_Jane_ dies, and that's their username. And all they gotta do is just say anything in your comment section, or just at you, or just reply to any tweet that has nothing to do with Spider-Man. And as you scroll through the comment, you can't help but to see the username. Like, you can't stop that. You can't stop seeing the username. It's like right there. They did that for God of War. Now, I'm not going to say what exactly username, because, there's still people that didn't play God of War, but you can't stop that. You literally could just go, you're probably looking through sports. Then all of a sudden, Mary Jane dies. And you're looking at a cooking tutorial. Nothing to do with gaming. And boom. Harry Osborn is Venom. That's it. Right? So you can't mute Twitter handles. That was done with God of War. They did it with God of War. And they're going to do it again. So if you really, really, really are into not being spoiled, because you really want to enjoy the story, you're going to have to go dark. You're going to have a go on a social media blackout. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to be like, yep, I'll talk to you guys after I play whatever. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do that. They did it with God of War, so they leveled up on their trolling and spoiling tactics. Shout out to Sam. He says, yo, Pure to Rock. He says, do you think the Insomniac Spider-Man Wolverine games are in the same universe? I don't know. So if you guys saw the Wolverine, this is what, I'll be honest, this has been on my mind. This has been on my mind constantly. Right? Let me show you right now. this has been on my mind constantly. And I haven't, you know, I don't like to do this, but y'all see this right here on the image? Let me see if I click on that. All right. Y'all see the image right there? You see this where it says HLK181? That license plate? It has all this stuff here. But you see that license plate? HLK181. Right? Y'all see that. So let me show you Hulk issue 181. Let me see if I get a nice... All right, y'all ready? This is Hulk issue 181. What does that mean? What does that mean? What are you saying, Insomniac? What are you saying? Are we getting the Hulk? Is that the next character? HLK 181. But why? I know it's a Hulk reference. Why? Why? Why would you do that? What are you saying, Insomniac? Is it because that's the first appearance of the Wolverine? Is Hulk coming? Does Insomniac have Hulk? Too? Is he in the game? I don't know. Why is that license plate there? Why? Yo, this is stressful, bro. This is stressful. And I know it's a simple license plate. It's just a license plate, but now you're in my world. Now you guys have descended into madness right along with me. I was keeping it to myself, but bro, I don't know, man. Hulk 181. What does that mean, bro? It could just be it's just cool. You know, Wolverine, whatever. It could mean they got the Hulk license. It could mean Hulk might be in the game. He could be in the game and then get his own game. Listen, all this stuff is in my head. All because of a license plate, bro. Like yo, it's driving me mad. I don't know, bro. Anyway, I just wanted to give the potential of how the game could be spoiled. And I want you to know, simply muting the words on Twitter is not enough. They can bypass that by creating accounts, and they will do it. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. So shout out to everyone that voted. Over 550 votes, 55 votes. 81% said yes. Day one. Of course it is. It's an incredible, incredible game. I'm going to end the poll right here. And the poll is ended. It is what it is. We locked it in. 81%, 18% no. For those that say no, hey, hopefully you'll buy it later on. Get to join in it. But for the 81%, you're going to have to go dark. It is what it is. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. Hope I made your Saturday a little bit better. Oh, we got a super chat. Dildo Baggins the third. Really? I'm hoping that the EA Iron Man game is great. Yes, Dildo Baggins. I hope so too. I honestly hope so. The Iron Man game is amazing. Especially when playing Anthem. Because I'll be honest, if the one thing I enjoyed about Anthem is being in the machines flying around. I thought in myself, this is the closest we're going to get to an Iron Man type game. And I loved it. Hopefully they do it. There is the Iron Man VR, which I still haven't played yet. I have it. Haven't got around to playing it. I'm hoping they do a PSVR 2 upgrade because I want to play on that. Hopefully it gets there. But anyway, outstanding super chat. Thank you, my friend. And I want to end off on positivity as a content creator. And I am going to tell you, as a content creator, I appreciate you guys. You guys took the time on a Saturday to rock out with me. And we just enjoyed conversations, funny stuff in the chat. All you guys that came through, I appreciate. For those of you who are not live and you're watching this as a post recording, I appreciate that you are actually taking the time to watch my content post recorded. Either way, okay? I want to shout out to the What's Up PlayStation podcast. Jay Bari and Persona. They're doing great things on their channel, but they announced that you will now be able to watch their shows or hear their podcasts on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. So they're expanding more ways for you to listen. And you know what? I think it's about time I did that too. For you guys. I think I should give you guys more options. I'm going to work on it. Right? Yo, I already said, What's Up PlayStation Podcast? Them guys are inspirational. And I give them many blessings. And within the community, if anyone deserves deserves just success, it's them. People tell me, hey, what's a good PlayStation podcast? I don't advocate for myself because I don't really consider myself a PlayStation podcast per se, because to me, that's a certain meaning. Sure, I rock PlayStation. Sure, I favor PlayStation. But I think the title of PlayStation podcast, they deserve that title. I don't. Not on any level do I deserve the title of PlayStation podcast. That's not me. Even though I prefer PlayStation and I talk a lot about PlayStation, but I think to me that has a certain meaning. I look at Mystic. That's a PlayStation channel. That's PlayStation. That's true PlayStation creativity. You know what I'm saying? What's Up PlayStation? That's right, Sean. Salute to them. That is the de facto PlayStation podcast. Go to that. All right. So now you guys are asking, then what do I do? What is this channel? Is this a gaming podcast? What is it? It's not really a salt streaming podcast. What are you, Puerto Rock? Listen, I'm going to tell you. Am I a seasoning podcast? Am I the Sazon podcast? I'm going to tell you what my podcast is. My podcast is the one you go to when negotiations on the table is over. When you cannot come to a decision and all parties cannot come to agreement, then you come here, break glass for emergency, and then you call on me. I'm Saul. You better call Saul. I'm that dude. When everything's right and you're in a mess that needs cleaned up, you pick up the phone and you call Puerto Rock. All right? I'm there when negotiations on the table have ended and now you got to take it to the next level. All right? That's whatever you want to call that. That's where you find me. All right? When you need the BS checked, you come to me. When you see some BS from the Concubines, you pick up my number. And I got you. All right? That's who I am. I don't know what type of podcast that is. I don't know what you can call me. I don't know. But that's who I is. That's who I bees. All right? Break glass in case of emergency. Boom. Anyway, Puerto Rock 77, your only friend in these YouTube streets. I will see you guys Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern with the crew. And we're going to talk about it. All right? Boom. I should bring back my whiteboard. Got to get the whiteboard. Anyway, I'm out of here. You guys take care. Peace.